because she's.
Wait.
All right. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
2,
1. Very good.
3.
What do you suggest?
1.
Okay, folks, so this next segment coming up, you really have to pay attention because this is during the height and the beginning of the pandemic in the year 2020. This was back in January, at the beginning of January, while I was in New York. I was in New York for the betterment of my company, which is called Talyea's Resources.
So, I'm about to catch.
And so I was promoting my company, and that is why I was in New York. Thank you very much for tuning in, and stay tuned. Thank you, Raisin 3 and Philly fans, for tuning in.
New York.
Thank you.
Look at this. Yeah, the World Trade Terminal, which I'm pretty sure is
maybe that one or that one over there.
yeah,
right?
it's probably one of those buildings.
These people tell you. These people.
Yeah, they'll tell me.
Inside they tell you. Maybe this guy can tell you too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you. God bless you.
If you want to take a picture from the bull, you know the bull is over there, right?
Oh, the booth over there?
The bull. You know the one that everybody take a picture.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks for telling me.
You see that green building?
Yeah.
It's right there in the park.
Okay.
All
right. Thanks.
No problem.
That's exactly what I'm gonna be doing, taking a lot of pictures.
So
Here you go, sir.
You just go that way, make a left, and then you'll be right there. And then you just keep walking straight, and then you ended up in the World Trade Center.
Oh,
You
okay.
know where the wings are.
Yeah, where the wings
there.
are. Okay.
Broadway, you keep taking Broadway. Okay?
All right. Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. All right. Yes. I have no idea.
Statue of Liberty was a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States in celebration of the 100th anniversary of our independence, 1776, 1876. It was designed by a sculptor named Auguste Frederick Bartholdi, who they say he designed the face of the statue after his mother, Charlotte. Now, New York Harbor, where the statue is now, was not Bartholdi's first choice to place his statue when it was completed. First choice was Egypt, at the entrance to the Suez Canal. Part salt, part fresh. Actually, it's part salt, part fresh, brackish. For half the length of the river, 150 miles north of here. River runs in two directions, north to south, south to north, because of the tides of the ocean. And to confuse you even more, Hudson is not a river here. It is an estuary, because the tidal estuary, for half of its length, 150 miles north of here. But we all call it a river, even though it's not one here. It's an estuary, but you guys, we don't call it the Hudson Estuary, we call it the Hudson River. So you guys can call it a river too. On the right-hand side of the boat, we are passing historic Ellis Island. From 1892 to 1954, Ellis Island was the main immigration and processing center for all new immigrants into the United States. Over 12 new immigrants came through Ellis Island when it was opened between 1892 and 1954. Beautiful building we're passing on our right, behind the American flag, is the main hall, the main building of Ellis Island, where new immigrants, the Great Hall, I should say, where new immigrants were processed and examined. That building was built in 1900 in the French Beaux-Arts style of architecture. Very popular in the United States in the late 1800s, early 1900s. That building is always recognizable anywhere you are in New York Harbor because of 4 green turrets surrounding the roof. 40% of the population of the United States today has a connection to Ellis Island, meaning 40% of our people had a relative that came through Ellis Island, either a close relative or a distant. And some more interesting facts about the island. 98% of the immigrants that arrived on Ellis Island were admitted to the United States. Only 2% were not. Reasons why those 2% may not have been admitted could have been if they arrived with a serious contagious disease. If they did, they were put on the hospital on Ellis Island, which are the buildings the furthest to the left as we're facing it, the medical facility, hospital behind it. So if a new immigrant arrived ill, he or she was placed in the hospital. Hopefully, they would get better. If they did, they were admitted to the United States. If they did not, they were sent back to their native country. You know, today we're also having some issues about the new flu from China. So people aren't being put in the hospital, but they are being checked. They are arrive here in the United States at 3 of the major airports in New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. So even today we have issues of people arriving with illnesses. Another reason why an immigrant may not have been admitted would be they had a known criminal record in their native country. Not easy to find out, but if once found out, they were sent back. Finally, the new immigrant was considered to be insane, mentally disturbed. In some way, he or she also sent back. But that was only 2% of the immigrants that arrived here. And for those 2%, Ellis Island was known as the Island of Tears. For the 98% that came through is known as the Island of Hope. Because the new immigrants were hoping they would have a better life here in the United States than they did in the country that they left from. The immigrants that went through Ellis Island were the third-class steerage passengers on their respective ships. First and second-class passengers were visited by immigration officials while still on the ships as they entered New York Harbor. Now don't waste your film
Right at this time, we have all of our skaters here to be seated for our spin and paint giveaway game. The way this works is if the paint comes to a complete stop pointing at you, you win a free soda. Compliments of us here at the Palace. Here we go, guys.
Okay, folks, so coming right on up in the next segment, you're going to see me playing the acoustic guitar. I can play a little bit. In the background, you can hear me playing to the Rolling Stones. I could play. I'm still an amateur player. I'm still learning how to play more professionally and more better. But I do take guitar lessons. And some songs I have actually picked up. I've picked up the tuning or the sound or the harmony, if you want to say. The acoustic guitar, first of all, to me, was a very hard instrument for me to learn. However, once I caught on to it, hey, it was okay. All right, stay tuned. Once again, I do not own the rights to this song. All right, do not own the rights to this song.